Aloha, I'm James Rick, and this is Julieah. And Julieah is both a dialysis tech, a wife, and an angel. And she's going to just set up the NxStage, which is the dialysis machine that we've been using since 2010. This is compared to the Fresenius Baby K, which we began dialyzing on at home nearly 12 years ago now. This, in comparison to that other dialysis machine, the Fresenius, is so much simpler. Instead of having to kind of go through
Cartridge.
Yeah, that's the cartridge. Instead of having to go through about 4.5 hours of preparation to get ready for a dialysis treatment, this takes about 15 minutes to load this cartridge, do some of the steps that Julieah will demonstrate, and it allows us to, in comparison to the Fresenius Baby K, which took us about 9 or 9.5 hours to do a 4.5 hour treatment. We now do about 3.5 hours. There goes the cartridge, just slips in to the NxStage. Just like that. And then she'll do the shaking out of the lines, and then do the tap, do some tapping and shaking of the lines to get the air out. And that's a good part of the setup. So like I say, the Baby K took us about 9.5 hours to do a treatment. Those days we were doing treatments every other day. Now we do 6 nights a week. My normal treatment is about 3 hours and 40 minutes. And so if hooking up the needles and everything goes easy for us, we are in or on and off dialysis in 4 hours and 15 minutes or so. The nice thing about this there you are, voila. The nice thing about the NxStage is that it is also portable. It does weigh about 100 pounds, and you do have to have a lot of supplies, dialysate and heparin and a number of other things sent to the place that you would be traveling to. We go home to Minnesota, where our families are from, Minnesota, North Dakota, usually in the summer to visit Julieah's mom, who is in a nursing home in Minnesota, and her brother, who is still running the big farm. We have an old motor home that we now stay in when we go back, and we usually stay in the state park back in Minnesota, the Buffalo River State Park, and dialyze in the motor home. I've been dialyzing now for about 12 years, 11.5 years plus we've been at home. Julieah began cannulating while we were still in center, and that they knew that we were going to be home dialysis patients. How are you doing, Julieah?
I'm good. And then
Okay.
syringes.
Julieah's drawing up her heparin, getting syringes ready, and we will be ready to hook up fairly soon. So we moved to Hawaii about 17 years ago. In January 2003, we left Fargo, North Dakota on the Amtrak train with a one-way ticket via Seattle and California to Kauai. So anyway, that's basically the hooking or preparation of the NxStage, and there is really no comparison to trying to do it with the Fresenius Baby K. Okay, I think I'll go ahead here. There you go. Julieah, the dialysis angel.